Hey guys, I'm sorry it's been a little bit of a while since I made my last video. I got a message about a week ago now from a Wazlor, W-A-Z-L-O-R, who basically said, what do I think about the oil spill on the Mexican Gulf Coast? BP was originally British. I think it stands for British Power, but I'm not 100%. I may be completely wrong on that. But it was originally British. So, you know, a lot of Americans are now looking to us to deal with it. You know, looking to Britain and saying, well, this is your fault. You know, this is your company. You started it. You've got to deal with it. And I think we do take on a lot. I think we've taken on a lot of responsibility for it. You know, it was originally our company. Fair play to that. You know, we'll take some responsibility. Though nothing now is from one country. You know, nothing now has just one owner. Everything's in shares and things like that. And BP's now global. With it's something like 4/5 of the shares from BP are owned by the US or by Americans in general, and you know, so it's not just us, you know, it's a global organisation now, and people are all responsible for it. You know, this is a terrible thing that's happened, and I'm not down on it at all. You know, it is terrible. I feel terrible when I look at the images of all the animals that have been killed, and the 11 men who died because of the explosion. I think it was an explosion, something like that. The 11 men that died, and I feel bad about it. I really do. I think it's horrible, and it shouldn't have happened. You know, there should have been more safety checks done. That it should have been more closely organised. But accidents happen. You know, accidents will always happen. They have always happened, and I think they're going to go on happening for the rest of our lives, for the rest of ever. But we need oil. At the end of the day, we need oil. You know, we need it to run our cars and to run our homes, to heat our water. We need it, and we've got to get it from somewhere. So they're having to drill further and further down to get to this oil, and the results of this. You know, I think this is such a huge thing for the green issue. I'm not particularly green. You know, I recycle if I can, and I try not to waste energy, but you know, I'm not dreadfully conscious about it. I don't think anyone is that much, unless you're really fanatic about it. I don't think anyone really thinks about it. BP have said, haven't they, that they've got like $20 billion for claims fund for the people who were affected. You know, and they're going to replace income from fishermen and people that can't work because of this. They're going to try and replace that money. They're also going to try and they've tried controlled burning. They've tried they've removed it from the shore as much as they can. They've tried plugging it with cement and with mud. They're doing everything they can. A little fact for you: something like 50,000 barrels a day. No, not 50. About 5,000 barrels a day worth of oil is going into the sea. These are quite old facts. I think they might not be. I think they're from like the 18th or something. Yeah, Obama, I think, isn't helping the well, he wants to appear to be helping the situation. I'm not a massive fan of Obama. I never really have been. I don't particularly trust him, and I don't like the fact that everyone just loved him for not really doing that much. And I don't think since he's been in power he's done that much. I'm all for the free healthcare system. I love our NHS, and I wouldn't know how to be without it now. But I want to see Obama do something substantial. Sorry. He's visiting there, like, isn't he visited like twice since it happened? And he has to have this appearance to be, you know, strong and, you know, telling BP they've got to do what they've got to do something, they've got to fix this. He's got to appear to be, they've got midterm elections coming up, so he's got to look as if he's in charge, which I think he's used a little bit to his own advantage. This Hayward, something, the chief of BP, I don't trust him either. I think he's British, and he said his apologies and he's going to try and help as best he can. And then if you look at his salary, which is just a ridiculous amount, it's like something like billion something. It's a ridiculous amount. And to be honest, when I look at his salary, I don't trust him. Again, I don't trust him. He should have been on top of this, and I'm glad he's taken some responsibility for it, because at the end of the day, it's his company. He's the one that's meant to be running it. Other than that, I'm sorry it happened. I think everyone is. To be honest, could it be helped? I don't know. Maybe more checks should have been done, but it's too late to do anything about that now. We've just got to learn from the situation and hope it doesn't happen again, which it may well do. You know, like I said, accidents happen all the time. I don't think this is deliberate in any way. I don't think someone just woke up one morning and said, you know, I'm not going to do my job correctly, because I think the men who were out on them rigs worked very, very hard, and to be honest, they're away from their families. Most of them don't even have families to go home to. They work really hard and in horrible conditions. You know, can you imagine hanging off an oil rig for pretty much the entire year round? I just think it's very isolated and very, it must get a little bit, I don't know, tedious? Is that what the word? But, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm really, really sorry it happened. I don't think Britain in general can be blamed for it, because, like I said, it is global. It is a global organisation. Now, you know, just because this happened, sometimes things happen that we can't prevent. You know, maybe this was destined to happen to show us that we've got to slow down with our trying to get oil. You know, so many possibilities. Yeah. So thank you so much for your question. More questions like that. If you want to hear my opinion on anything, send me a question. I'll be more than happy to answer it. Okay, bye.